Wilbur asks DreamXD, the god of the Dream SMP, for a wish, and that wish is to kill Friend the Sheep. Wilbur logs onto the Dream SMP and is at the community house. Nikki is there and says that Eric told her that he was looking for her, and Wilbur says he was going to go and find Nikki today and thought he had a bit more time to prepare. Nikki asks Wilbur why he is here, and Wilbur tells her that he has been back a little while. Wilbur goes on to inform Nikki about the things that have happened, the L'Manberg War, pressing the button, being in hell, and talks a bit about Ghostbur. Wilbur asks Nikki what she has been up to, and she says that she has been busy working on a project with Phil and Techno. Wilbur tells Nikki that he wants to show her the gift that he has been working on for her, but Nikki interrupts, asking why he is here again. She goes on to talk about how the last conversation they had was months ago, and that she was waiting for him to come back this whole time. Wilbur says he was coming to find her, but Nikki says that her life was hell and that he abandoned her. Wilbur had been so focused on making these gifts for the people he had wronged that he just wasn't in the zone to think about what they were thinking. Nikki asks him why he never came back, and Wilbur responds with telling her that he was sick and wasn't in a good place mentally. Nikki tells Wilbur that the only reason she stayed in L'Manberg was because Wilbur had promised he'd come back, and that Schlatt had made her life a living hell. All Nikki wanted was to see him again, and that she waited for months for him to come back. But as soon as he did, he ignored her. Wilbur says that all he can say is sorry, and that if he could change things and inform his past self of all the things he knows now, he would. He's learned a lot since then and seems genuinely sorry for what he put people through. Nikki says she's glad that he's back now, but is still really angry. She can forgive him, but won't forget what he did. Wilbur tells her that he wants to show her something, and proceeds to talk about how Nikki taught him how to make a cake back in the L'Manberg days, and then pulls out a cake he made using the same recipe. She eats the cake and says it's a bit too salty, and that he may have confused the sugar with salt, but she's proud of him for making it. Wilbur proceeds to then go on about how he wanted to come apologize to Nikki because he believes he hurt her the most, and talks about how he has talked to a lot of people recently to set his peace and truths, but was always looking for her to apologize to. He says he shouldn't have left her with Schlatt, and tells her that he wants to do one big good deed with her. Connor then joins the server, and Wilbur asks if he has ever met Connor before. They figure out that Wilbur met Connor as Ghostbur, and they decide to take Connor along for the good deed. Wilbur says there is one person left that he can't apologize to, and goes on to talk about a being on the server named DreamXD. Wilbur says that Phil had told him stories about DreamXD, and that this being can grant a wish to people. Wilbur says the one person he can't apologize to is dead, and that he needs DreamXD to help him with it. He digs a hole in the wall and exposes Friend the Sheep, a sheep owned by Ghostbur. Wilbur says that Friend seems to have infinite lives, and no matter how many times he dies, he just keeps coming back, and Wilbur wants DreamXD to grant him a wish, so that Friend only has one life, and that he can die and go to limbo with Ghostbur, so Ghostbur won't be alone anymore. The plan is to threaten DreamXD to get his attention, and once they have his attention, ask him for the deed. Wilbur wants to use Connor as a guinea pig, so he asks Connor if he has ever used an X-ray texture pack before. Connor says he uses one all the time, and proceeds to activate it. Wilbur says that in a matter of time, DreamXD should turn up to defend the rules of the land, and as he says that, DreamXD joins the server. DreamXD asks if they have a death wish, but Wilbur ignores this and asks DreamXD whether if they turn off and delete the texture pack, will they give Friend one life. Wilbur and Nikki try to convince DreamXD, and DreamXD responds with saying, "What if I just killed your friend and your stupid sheep?" Nikki says that wouldn't be great, but Wilbur goes on to ask Connor if he's okay with that. Connor says that he has like one life left, and interrupting his sentence, DreamXD proceeds to kill him, making Connor lose his final canon life. DreamXD says it's done and leaves, whilst Wilbur and Nikki are both in shock. Nikki drops Wilbur an axe and says he should kill Friend the Sheep now because Connor died for this plan. They go towards the nether portal and stick Friend in a hole. He says his last goodbyes and shears Friend for the last time, and says Connor will lead him to Ghostbur, and then goes on to kill Friend. DreamXD joins the server again and tells Wilbur that because he sheared Friend before killing him, he's now naked in limbo. So Wilbur places the wool back down and breaks it with the same axe, hoping it will send it to Friend in limbo. Wilbur thanks Nikki for being understanding, and Nikki thanks Wilbur for showing his face around these places. Wilbur enters his ender chest and retrieves a diamond named Nikki's diamond. This was given to him by Nikki so that he could craft a pickaxe, but Wilbur says he never used them and chose to keep on to them instead, and proceeds to say that where he is going they will be of no use. They say their goodbyes and Wilbur says that there is only one task left now, which leads to the stream ending. So, who are you? Yeah, I don't know who you are. Bro, screw you, Wilbur, I'm so lonely.